Hey everyone, welcome to another coach tip video. This month at Building Champions, we're talking about the disciplines of reflecting, planning, and connecting as leaders. And this month, I want to share with you a little bit more about the discipline of planning. And I want to double click on that just a little bit because over the last 30 years, we have had the absolute privilege of working with thousands of leaders, hundreds of organizations as they create plans and execute on those plans. And we have seen people achieve some amazing levels of success. Now, watching them execute on their plans, it's helped us to identify a few areas where plans actually fail. And so I want to share those with you today. I want to share 4 reasons why plans typically fail. All right, let's jump in. So the first one is around your mindset as a leader. When we start the planning process, we are usually often very excited. We're pumped. We're ready to conquer the world. We've got all of our ideas down on paper. We've got a plan for how we're going to do it. And then all of a sudden, we start to hit reality. And the reality of the markets, the economy, challenges, obstacles pop up, and our belief slowly shifts sometimes to doubt. And when that happens, we have to check our mindset. We have to make sure that we are monitoring our inputs. We're really checking what are we thinking, feeling, and believing about this plan that we've created and about these goals that we've set. And so if you don't have the right mindset, that directly impacts how you show up as a leader. At Building Champions, we like to say, your beliefs come before your behaviors. And this is why we say that, because if we're not believing the right things about ourselves, about others, our customers, the plan, and what we're going to be able to do, that directly impacts our ability to execute on that plan. All right, the second reason why plans fail is all related to your goals. And have you really defined what success looks like? Too often when we work with a leader, we'll have them write out a plan, and the first version we'll get back is that they want to lead better, or they want to get healthier, or they want to have a more thriving team. And that's great. Those are aspirations that we all have. But you want to get really specific when you're writing out a plan. You want to have those goals so clearly articulated that you can measure them, and that you can have someone ask you specifically about them. You can track your progress. You can hit key milestones with them. So your goals need to be clear. We also like to say at Building Champions that vagueness is the enemy of success. So if you're gonna set goals, you have to be super clear on defining what success actually looks like. Okay, the third reason why plans have a tendency to fail, just like goals, you have to be clear about how you need to behave in order to achieve your goals. We call these disciplines at Building Champions. And if you don't have a set of clearly defined disciplines and rhythms that you're going to implement in order for you to achieve the goals that you've set out in your plan, you will not be successful. I have a mentor who started up a small business that eventually became a nationwide business. And I asked him one time, I said, hey, what's the secret to success for a leader? And he said, the number one thing is to be disciplined, to know what you got to do day in and day out. And even when it's hard, you do the disciplined work as a leader and you'll be successful. Okay, the fourth reason why plans fail, you probably know it. It's a lack of accountability. And so we all know as leaders that it takes a little bit of vulnerability to invite someone in to look at our plans, to know about our goals, and to hear our vision for where we're going. But that vulnerability is good, and that accountability is good. So you need someone by your side to ask you the tough questions, to hold you accountable to those disciplines that you've set, to challenge you, but also to inspire you. So accountability is absolutely key. Okay, those are the 4 reasons why we've seen plans fail. How do your plans look? How's your mindset? Do you know the behaviors that you need to engage in daily, weekly, monthly in order to achieve your goals? And speaking of those goals, how clearly defined are they? Do you know what success actually looks like? And then do you have someone that's journeying alongside you to hold you accountable to your plan? Now, if you're someone that is realizing, man, I need to really realign on my plans and on my goals, I want to invite you to the Building Champions experience. This is a unique leadership experience that we are putting on in September in Sun River, Oregon. We haven't done this for 10 years and we are so excited to bring it back. This is going to be an opportunity for you to reflect, plan, and connect with other like-minded leaders and to really get crystal clear on your vision for your leadership, what matters most to you in life, and to create plans that are going to allow you to achieve your goals. I really hope you can join us. For more information about this and everything else that we've been talking about this month on the theme of reflect, plan, and connect, check out buildingchampions.com. Hey, we'll see you next time.